What's going on, everybody? This is an immediate reaction to the season finale of The Acolyte. So if you're brand new to the channel, you want to see more reactions, more reviews, you want to see spoiler reviews to this one, I did a full reaction to this with the footage, everything in it. You can check that out by subscribing. This is just my immediate reaction, just finished the episode. And if you've been watching my reactions, you've known I've not been a fan of this show. So there's been a couple of moments. The moments I do like are the stuff where they explore kind of the Sith lore and what's happening inside of that. Again, no spoilers in this one. Spoilers will come later, just my thoughts of it. And I was hoping in episode 7 that they do more exploring of the Sith stuff. Well, they do more of that in this. And there's some moments. The fight scenes in this show are great. They're great. There's some stuff that happens in this episode. I'm scratching my head. And the one thing that they do that I'm like, don't understand why, and I guess I think they're too reliant on the fact that they think they're going to get a season 2. That's what I'll say about this after watching it. And I think they should have been making the show to say, let's just really wrap season 1, saying it could be a season 2, but it's definitively, this is the end of this story. And that's not the case, I don't think. Maybe, and there's some things they throw in there. There's a lot of, this whole series has been a lot of head-scratching moments of motivations through characters. And there's certain things that characters do in this one that I think that they want you to feel a certain way about them that you just can't from certain actions that they do. And I also say that there's things that I have said about this that I say it in my reaction about 5 times when I'm watching it. If you are invested in the twin story, I think that you're really going to like this episode. The twin story lost me in like episode 2 or 3, and it never got me back. So I wasn't invested in that storyline. I was more so invested in other storylines that were happening. And then there's one particular thing that they show in this episode that I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, what's that? And they never explore it ever again. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, they're going to save it for season 2, or what if there is no season 2? Then we're never going to find out what that was. And there's a lot of those kind of moments. There's a lot of kind of things that sometimes people like try to get angry and it doesn't really work. Doesn't seem, I don't know. But I might be in the minority. You guys might have loved this episode. I was certainly, it only happened once this season, but there was in episode 5, people loved episode 5. There's a good battle scene. The whole episode was a battle scene, but nothing really happens. And there is stuff that happens in this episode, but I just don't think I cared enough. But here we go. This is the same thing that I ask in my reaction, so I'm going to ask it again here. Whether you decided that you were going to make maybe you agree with me of the way that you feel, and you're insulting the show, and you're insulting people, don't do that. But if you are, and you're making hateful comments and things like, don't do that. But even if you're being douchey, okay, tell me, do you think there's going to be a season 2? If you love this show, and you're being ultra positive, and you're like, oh, okay, maybe you didn't like it, but I liked it because, and this, great. I'd love to hear those comments. Do you think there'll be a season 2? For people who are going, why do you even watch it anymore? You stink. Same with you. Do you think there'll be a season 2? Don't worry if you hate me. Don't worry if you love me. Don't worry if you like me. Don't worry if you hate the show. Don't worry if you love the show. Just, do you think there will be a season 2? Not, do you think it's actually going to happen? Not if you want it to. Do you think it will? I asked this twice. I asked it in my reaction. I ask it now. But overall, for $180 million, I don't think this show delivered on the promise of what it said it was going to be. But maybe there's other people who think very differently. And clearly there are. There are a lot of people who love this show. And let's hear from you. Anyway, there will be a lot to talk about on the spoilers. So that's my reaction. That's my immediate reaction watching it. Comment, like, and as always, subscribe. Hey, and if you like The Sopranos, and I did, clearly I'm wearing I like that shirt. Anyway, I had on Robert Eiler, AJ Soprano himself. We talked for about a good hour, and you can go and you can check that out. The episode is up right now. All right, I'll see you. Bye.